You remember on the tail end of my last video I was talking about the fact that our builds take an absolute decade to run at work, and the fact that we have so many of them and the fact that it's a stack instead of a queue basically means that you can never get a build to run. I went into work today, it's Tuesday, bearing in mind I queued a build on Friday and I keep re-queuing it at the end of the day in an attempt to get it to run overnight, and my build 1 hadn't run, and 2 there were still 20 items on the queue list. 20. About midday there was 42, and I think as I left there was 50, but I've discovered the way of getting your queue prioritised, your build prioritised on the build queue. This is a secret, so don't tell anyone, because they'll use it and then I won't get builds. Basically, what you've got to do is you've got to make sure that you queue your builds in such a way where if it doesn't run, you're not going to be there to fix it because you've quit. Today, miraculously, at about 4 o'clock, about 3 o'clock, a couple of builds got cancelled and my builds got picked up, even though they were right at the bottom of the stack. It's pretty fortunate, isn't it? Basically means that if they do fail, I should find out tomorrow and in theory be able to fix it before I go, because Thursday's my last day. I've only got 2 more full days after, well, today's already gone. 2 more full days. Either way, I am just sorting out, yes, the video I've just referenced. Otherwise, I've got some trashy jobs to do before I can sit down to some programming before Laura comes home. So, it's a new day, but we were very worky yesterday. We got quite a lot of work done, especially re-architecting the way that my events work so that now not every subscriber gets every single event. They get specific events specific to them. I've currently got a problem with it because I have a DTO that I pass in, that I'm passing a delegate in, but I can't get equality to work on that because delegates are weird. Kind of in a weird place where like all of my other DTOs are tested thoroughly, because some of them have like logic in them to make sure they can't be null, or values within them can't be null at any given moment in time, so I test that logic. But I have logic in this one where the value, the delegate can never be null, but I can't test it because I can't test equality. And also, if I test the equals and hashcode methods for this DTO, then all I'm using for the hashcode is like an enumerable, which will be used by everybody. Oh, it's very confusing. It's very confusing indeed. Otherwise, I haven't done any work today. My builds ran. I had to pull in some test fixes because some of the tests were failing on my branch. So basically my day today was waiting for those tests to be fixed, rebasing, committing them, and then queuing another build. Literally did next to nothing else. I did a couple of code reviews, but I've now been officially removed from the official code reviewers list, so I have nothing to do. Literally, like, pacing myself through different blog posts, reading about different things, because I don't want to read all of my literature and then be bored. Maybe more of the same tomorrow as well, although tomorrow I have the excitement of it actively being my last day and also having my exit interview in the morning. So, good times. Otherwise though, I'm home and I don't know what to do with myself. I'm just kind of, I want to do programming, but I'm just not feeling it. I'm not in the mood. So I'm thinking of just waiting until Laura comes home, and then probably stay up late tonight and do a little bit of work then if I'm feeling it. I've technically already done this week, bearing in mind it's Wednesday, I've already done only 6.5 hours. Bruh. By the end of today it'll be about 7.5 hours. But otherwise I'm waiting for Laura because we are heading on out to go and pick up our bicycles. We've purchased some bicycles, we've ordered them, they are currently being made up for us and we're going to go and get them. It's not a good day to go and get them, it's soaking wet out and it's really, really windy and really, really stormy. So what we're going to do is we're going to drive down there, pick up the bikes, put everything that isn't like for the bikes in the car, cycle the bikes back, and then I was going to longboard down and then pick up the car, but the car's going to have to stay just because I'm going to have to walk down and pick it up instead. So that's fun. But then I guess at least one of us can stay here and then sort out dinner. There's that. So, but yeah, I'm just waiting for Laura to come back and then we'll head off. Otherwise, I'm really not feeling programming, so I'm thinking of taking a break and hitting some things off my to-do list. How loud do you think it is inside an ambulance? You know when it's got its siren on and you're in there ill. How loud is it? Is it like, is it as loud as it is outside, or is it like somehow soundproofed or like muffled in some way? Either way, we've just dropped off the bikes back at home. I'm walking down to go pick up the car. Laura's going to sort out dinner. It's a bit of a shitfest locking them up, to be honest with you, because of the bike shed situation. It's quite full is the problem. They currently aren't very well locked together, so, but they're locked together, but we left the main lock in the car, which I'm going to go pick up. So, goddamn. This is why you should just have a fucking car. I've been here for about 45 minutes trying to lock these two bikes in without making that one inaccessible. And I mean, it's going to be tight, but Christ on a bike. I mean, locking these two to the bike lock thing, like, it's not plausible. They're just going to have to be loose like these ones are. Bullshit are all of these used as well. Oh, it's been one of them days that just winds you down. And the thing, like, it's because I'm doing nothing at work. Like, I'm just sat reading the news, basically, because I've got nothing to do. But it's my last day tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Also, my eyes hurt. Slash, they're tired. One of the two. So I'm heading off to bed. Tomorrow we're going to have to hit it harder, a bit more effort in, especially in the evening. Laura's doing stuff after work, so she's not going to be back till later. So I get a nice good chunk of programming time then. But yeah, god damn it, man. It's just been so frustrating. Work, then like coming back and then not being in a programming mood and then trying to wrestle with fucking bikes. It's going to be fun. Our theory is that some people use their bikes more frequently than others, and we're just going to have to try and slot in with that. I also think 90% of those bikes in there aren't used at all, so as soon as we can highlight which ones those are, they can get like basically reshuffle around a bit, you know. Graham, man, what the fuck? What the fuck has gone on here? Graham, just like packed all the sawdust on one side of the cage and just had a fucking party in there. Jesus. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm officially unemployed until Wednesday. I've got back from work now. I was expecting, I had an exit interview at 11, it was originally 10 o'clock, and I was expecting to be able to leave after that. Because I literally sat the entire afternoon just reading the news and playing games and messing around on my phone. Because there was like, well, no, I did one code review. There was no code reviews going in, of which there are loads of other people who can do code reviews anyway, and there's no point starting work when I leave in 4 hours. So it was a bit strange. I also had to be escorted off of the premises. Security reasons. Yeah, it was alright. Had my exit interview with HR, really nice person in HR, and the manager of the development team. Not my line manager's manager, but his manager. And went through a couple of things. Basically telling him why I was going, all this kind of stuff. And he kind of tried to justify why things are currently as they are, slash saying that we're working on making it better, and I was kind of saying, well, that doesn't really sweeten the tea, and also it's not very obvious you're trying to make it better. We see no proof. There is zero proof of that. But no, it was quite good. I feel like I gave a lot of feedback, and a lot of like, I'd look at that, I'd look at that, I'd look at that, I'd suggest this, suggest that. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was pretty good. I wasn't particularly expecting to have like the manager of the development team and stuff, but because I was kind of expecting it just to be HR only, because then I might be more honest. And I also don't really see the point in them trying to justify the things to me. I feel like it's just for their own peace of mind. They try and justify it to me, and I'm like, but I've already gone. Like, you can say this as much as you want, like I've left because of this. As much as you say that it's going to be better, I don't know, it's weird. Yeah, there was also a bit where I was kind of like bringing up examples of things that weren't, I was kind of just like bringing up examples of stuff, so yeah, it was good fun. But that's that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm now free up until Wednesday, so I have Friday off. I booked off holiday Friday, and then I'm just like off Monday, Tuesday, start the 1st on my new job. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really excited about just getting stuck in and getting to do something fun again. I'm pretty amped up. I'm pretty excited. Otherwise though, the weather today has been pretty crazy. It started off this morning horrendously rainy and windy, and now in the afternoon it's like it's fine. It's just still out. It's really strange. But apparently Storm Doris is coming. So we need to brace for Storm Doris. But she's hitting like Nottingham and that lot more than she's hitting us. So there's that. Otherwise, Laura is going somewhere after work today, so I have a chunk of time available to me to do some programming, and I'm going to take advantage of it. Because I haven't done any programming all day, boys. Something that did happen today, I cleared out my desk, and inside it, I found, I knew it was there, my emergency chocolate stash. Oh yeah. So when people would bring around like chocolates around Christmas, usually bring like a box, and I would normally take I'd take 1 or 2. If I take 2, then I will save one of them and put it in my drawer. And that like built up, and then every now and again I'd like dip into it and take one out. So it's called my rainy chocolate day, my rainy day fund for chocolate. Like if you're feeling a little bit tired and you're like, you know what, I can't be arsed with this. Or every now and again when you drink a cup of tea and it makes you feel a little bit sick, bam, chocolate solves everything. But yeah, I went through and found it all, and that was all bloody good. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now like 8:30 and Laura's just texted me saying, do you want to have dinner? Yeah, I'm fucking starving, but no, I'm waiting for you, Bubba. I've got a question for y'all. If you've got this far in the video, then you're probably interested in stuff. I've got a code review question. Whoa! In the description, hopefully I've remembered, there is a link, I will have remembered, there is a link to a piece of code that I've written, and I'm not sure what to think about it. Basically, what I want to do is create a class, an immutable class, which stores information. Great. What I want is for that class not to be able to be edited, which is what immutable means, after the fact it's been created. But I don't want to, because this class could get quite big, I don't necessarily want to force you to use the constructor in order to create it. Whether or not this is a class, like let's just forget about the fact that maybe I need every single method to be, every single item to be populated. Maybe there's a chance I can set default values, it depends. Maybe yeah, in a scenario where I need you to set every value, I use a constructor, obviously. But in this scenario, let's just say that I basically have an immutable object. I want you to populate as much data in it that you can. Things you can't populate, you can set however you will. There is fields. What I want to do is I want to use the fields. I've done this with Java, where you make some kind of fluent interface, which basically is a builder which returns itself, and then you can continually call different methods on it, and then it sets values, and then at the very end you press build, and then it creates your object. What I'm thinking is instead using the field system in C# to go new object.builder, whatever, and then you open up the fields window, and then you can start setting all the values. So when you set the value for this is going to be fun, ladies and gentlemen. This is what's in the description down below. So you can create the object like this. You create a instance of the builder, which is on the class. You can then set all the values here, and then you click finalize, and then you get back an immutable object. Before that point, you will get this builder, which is this thing down here. This class. This class creates an instance of the immutable object. Because it's internal, it's got access to the private setters, so it sets the values when you call set. But otherwise, this class is useless. You can't do anything on it except set values and then call finalize. As soon as you call finalize, it returns the immutable object, at which point you are left with this thing, which does nothing but get values, basically. I think this is quite pretty. I like that. Do you? I've messaged it to someone from work, well, my old work, I guess, to see what they think about it, and they said that like it looks nice. They've never seen anything like it before, and I haven't seen anything like it before. I've tried to Google around for ways of doing this, but most people just say go through the constructor. However, in this specific case, I kind of want every single field to be populated. But for objects where you can have default values, so in my program I have objects that have default values on them, you could use this to create it. You populate the things you want, and then when you hit finalize, it sets all the others to default. Or even the private constructor on the object itself has all default values, and then the builder basically just overrides it with every set you call. But I don't know what I think about it. I like this. And I think it's better than just using constructor injection, because the problem with constructor injection, specifically for objects like this, which is just data, is the bigger it is, if you've got like 4 string fields, you need to inject 4 strings in the constructor. That gets messy, and it gets messy quickly. And as soon as you get to like above 5 things in the constructor, that gets very messy very quick. So yeah, what do you think? Let me know. It is very nice moving back to work on Atlas. I've got Atlas all day tomorrow, so I've converted over. Right, I'm going to have some food. Laura says she's having chips there. She's alright. So I'm going to whip up myself a stir fry and wait for the call for me to go pick her up. How much programming have I done? Fuck me. 3.5 hours, boys. That's impressive. I finished dinner and whatnot, and it's time to go pick up the bae. She wants to pick it up at 10 o'clock. It's a school night. God, what is she doing? Not all of us have tomorrow off. Trying to figure out where it is I can even pick her up from. But otherwise, let's head out in the car, go get her. And it's bedtime, ladies and gentlemen. I've done a significant amount of programming today, and we will be able to jump on it again tomorrow. We don't have a full day by myself tomorrow, but we've got the majority of one. So I'm going to be making most of it. Laura's got a half day. So in the afternoon we are going to the gym, when the gym will be like quiet instead of in the evening when it'll be really busy, or relatively busy. And well, Laura's got some work to do, so I'll have time to do my own work as well. Good stuff. Right, so the next couple of days' videos are going to be a bit more fresh, a bit more hip and happening. We're going to try out the bikes. We've got to go to town. Got lots to do. It's going to be good fun. Got lots of programming to do as well. So if you enjoy programming, come on back. Let me know what you think about the code review thing. I think that's pretty dope. I think that's a good way of doing it. I don't think it's confusing either. So I'll catch you later.